Albertans voted for the PCs because they feared the wild rose, and once again ended up getting a right-wing government that will never stand up to their fellow Conservatives. It's a government that spews false rhetoric about our environmental record as it campaigns for a pipeline that will export more jobs than bitumen. But at the same time as the Tories cut public services and break almost all their promises, the official opposition is made up of a gang of angry Tories with wild rose-colored glasses. And actually, it's not really accurate to think of the wild rose as an opposition. As the debates over the budget have shown us yet again, these are just Conservatives in a hurry, willing to say anything to win the family feud. We have a government and an official opposition that both refuse to stand up for workers' rights. Let's be clear. The Redford government is filled with wolves in sheep's clothing, and the wild rose is a bunch of wolves in wolves' clothing. Conservatives in both parties have no interest in fixing our provincial finances. The PCs and Wild Rose are two branches of the same twisted tree. Their plan for Alberta takes us down a long, dusty road to nowhere, even though the economics are crystal clear. We shouldn't have a government that ships jobs to the US or that gets confused about the difference between the best interests of oil companies on the one hand and the best interests of Albertans on the other. Peter Lougheed could tell them apart, but this crew can't. Albertans are beginning to understand that the Tories will never stand up to the wild rose. They have no desire or ability to do so. The old and new Conservatives alike share the same roadmap for a province where privilege is allowed to prosper, a province where big money carries the day, and a province that does not live up to the vision that you and I share. What we've learned over the past year is that there is one clear alternative. The only way to stand up to the PCs and the wild rose is to vote for the only viable progressive political party in Alberta, the only party on the side of workers. The only way to protect what we value most is to support the NDP. And I might add, I'm very proud to say that of the leaders of the four political parties in the legislature, I am the only one who has never held a PC membership card. Albertans know our party as the strong, scrappy opposition that punches above our weight. They know we stand up for the little guy and get real results for today's families. They know we're on their side because we understand what it is to be a worker in Alberta, and we share the same goals, the same priorities, and the same interests as the labor movement. I want the AFL to be with us, alongside our team, and part of our team as we lay the groundwork for future victories. In 2016, we need more Labour candidates than ever before, running and winning as New Democrats. At times in the past 2 decades, it might have seemed crazy to say such a thing, but something has changed. Something is different today. Not only is there a will, not only is the public supportive of every single stance we take, but there's an urgent need to elect a New Democrat government that will put working people and their families first. A government that will not take workers for granted. A government that will never undermine the rights of working people. When Labour and New Democrats work together, real change happens. It's an inevitable outcome of people who are focused solely on our shared vision, our shared struggle, and our shared future. Working shoulder to shoulder for our common causes, I foresee the day, sooner than many might think, when Labour elects a government that is firmly on the side of Alberta's working families. And soon after, the leader of the New Democratic Party will speak to the AFL convention, not as an opposition leader, but as the first NDP premier of our province. Thank you very much.